Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of July 27th through August 2nd. And during that time, we'll have a waxing crescent moon. And a waxing crescent is a really good time of heightened senses. It's time to just buckle down and get to work on all of those new things that you've started from the new moon. And we then move into the first quarter moon that will be on August 2nd. I don't know why it's hard for me to say the word second today. But first quarter moon can be a time when we feel impulsive, impatient, and just your mind's a little bit active. So just keep that in mind as you're moving through your week if you need to settle yourself down a little bit on the second. All right, this will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter, Gemini. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. And your overall message for this reading: have faith in your dreams. All right, let's see what the Gemini Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling, I would like to say that my weekly reminder this week is that you take time to meditate. Go within, still yourself, quiet your mind, and just explore. See what's in there. See what comes up. See where it takes you. If you already do this, you know what I'm talking about. If meditation is not something that you do practice, it's just a good time to maybe give it a try this week. So just, even if you just take a few minutes, just try to start working that into your daily routine. If you can take a little bit longer, then do that as well. But that is just my weekly reminder for you, Gemini. All right, let's get right into this reading. Gemini, July 27th through August 2nd. Have faith in your dreams. Your present situation right now is that maybe you're having trouble having that faith because you're feeling a little bit like you against the world, like you're just battling to do the thing that you do, and that you're not getting much support with it. So let's see why that might be. Your current situation is that you're otherwise very happy family, happy life. Everything's going very well. Must just be something with some sort of passion project that you're just feeling like you against the world with. And it could be that way. Maybe, we'll see why. At the root of your situation is the Ace of Swords. So, maybe you've had some sort of aha moment, some sort of mental breakthrough, and you're just kind of working on something, working through it alone. Like I said, that you feel like it's just kind of you against the world. That it's just, and maybe that's okay. That's just something, might just be something that you do as a passion project, and it's not something that you really involve a lot of other people with. But you've had some sort of little breakthrough with it, some mental breakthrough, or you've recently learned something new about it. In your recent past is the Hermit, so you're coming into this with a time where you've just maybe done some sort of inner searching. This is just private study. You could just be learning something, but it's just kind of that quiet learning where you're taking in information, and maybe just going within yourself, just getting into a place where you're not distracted. You've got some solitude. um just kind of a time to find what your truth path is right here. So the Hermit is not lighting up the next week of life. It's really just, what's the next step? What's the next step that I take with this thing that I'm feeling like me against the world with? But you're coming into the present with that kind of energy that you've kind of already been doing that soul searching. What is on your mind this week is rest and meditation here with the Four of Swords. So, like I was reminding you today, it might be a good time. The Hermit mode is kind of like that. It looks, and this is kind of lingering, from that Hermit mode. It's time to just kind of rest, not do a whole lot, but, just take the time to kind of go within, meditate, and decide where are you headed? Where are you headed with the passion project? Maybe that you're, again, like, you feel like this is maybe something you do alone. You're feeling like you against the world. And maybe some sort of aha moment is leading you to just think a little bit deeper about it. Do you want to involve people? Are you feeling like, because it's you against the world, that maybe you want to, expand that circle a little bit? so that you don't feel like that, so that you have some sort of, support when it comes to this thing. But that's something you're maybe pondering right now with this rest and meditation. And like I said, it's a good week for everyone to give that a try. What is just ahead of you this week is the Five of Wands. So this is kind of a card of conflict um, and not even conflict, sometimes just debate and sometimes good, healthy debate. You might spend some time doing that. And it might be, again, about something that you're very passionate about. Maybe you have a hobby or something that you do care deeply about, and you'll be around some people this week where you can debate that sort of thing, and debate it with like minds, with other people that it's fun. Sometimes debate is fun. You learn something about yourself, about others, about the topic that you're debating. So just make sure that you're having that open mind to be able to get with you. This could be family time. We've got this 10 of cups here, which is kind of happy fulfillment with your family. And it could be that when you guys get together, you do have good friendly debate. Does debates don't have to be difficult or anything, but it's just something that you are with people that you feel like you can trade ideas back and forth with, and kind of challenge each other a little bit. That's kind of fun. We do that with our family. In your advice position is the Two of Swords. So, if you're mulling something over, like I said, if you're coming out of this rest and meditation thing, and maybe you're mulling the next step of something, have those debates, have those discussions, but you don't have to make any big decisions. And I feel like that's just kind of what that the card in your advice, just you're just in kind of thinking about things mode, mulling things over. And again, maybe thinking about this next, the next little step, not about what you want to do, but year, weeks, months, years down the road, but what you want to do, just the next step that you're going to take. What is beyond your control this week is more swords, where you're feeling a little bit stuck on something and feeling like, how did you get here? But the root of this is that you're having some sort of aha moment. So maybe you are feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit like it's you against the world, but debate these things, talk to other people about it, and you don't have to make big decisions. And I don't think you will this week. I think you're just kind of thinking about where you are and what you would like to do. Like I said, like your next step, the next step that you want to take. What is your secret desire? What you're trying to avoid is the Ace of Pentacles. So now two aces on the table. So maybe it's your secret desire to take this thing, this passion that you feel like it's you against the world, and make a little money from it. Make it, kind of a side gig or something that you're, something you want to put out into the world with this Ace of Pentacles. Or you're trying to avoid doing that. It might be someone, maybe advising you to do that, and you're like, I'm not really quite ready to do that yet. That'll be your big question of the week, is how do you want to manage this Ace of Pentacles? Almost like the opportunity is there. The universe is kind of tapping you on the shoulder about that and saying, hey, there's an opportunity here for you to move this into the material, for you to make some money doing this thing. And maybe you're like, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Or maybe that is kind of what you're mulling over one way or the other. Is there a way for you to make money doing this, or, to bring it into, so that it's not just you against the world, but now there's kind of other people involved with it. So that'll kind of be your big question. Is that your secret desire to bring it into the material world a little more, whatever it might be, or are you trying to avoid that? In your outcome position is the Ten of Pentacles. So, look at these two tens on the table, of just the happiest card when it comes to, family, long term, this is generational, not wealth in just the material sense, but in the way that you're putting down your value system, and things that you believe in, and passing that on generation to generation. And it could just be the time that you're just enjoying time with your family this week, is what it might be as well. But two of those 10 cards, I would look up angel number 1010, see if that means anything to you. But have faith in your dreams. If you have something that you're dreaming about, maybe it's time for it to kind of come to fruition. Maybe you're debating with each other on how to make that happen, and you've got other people around you, other support around you, to help you get to that place where you are being able to manifest your dreams and bring things into reality, ideas that you're having when it comes to this Ace of Swords, but also maybe even new money, how to how to bring financial means in so that you can get to an end that you're dreaming about. Let's see what's hidden from you this week here at the bottom of the deck. Hidden from you is collaboration with others with the Three of Pentacles. So, again, this could be something that you do on your own, but that you're thinking, this is some avenue towards my ultimate dreams coming true, which if it is, go for it. And again, you might just be indecisive here on should I or how should I? All right, let's get a final word here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Gemini here as they kind of navigate this, which I think is a happy thing. It's a really, really good thing. It's it's fun to have those dreams and watch things start to come to fruition and materialize for you. So, whatever that is for you, congratulations. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, so Oracle deck says laugh at your demons. So, and laugh through all of this. If you're doing something that you um, enjoy it, and yeah, laugh at yourself, laugh at your demons. Just a way to just kind of enjoy the things that you're doing again leads to a happier, lighter life. So let's see what you need to be doing in the way of self-care. Self-care for Gemini this week as they're trying to materialize some dreams here, which I think is awesome. Listen is the card that comes up here. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. Okay, so take time to listen. I know Geminis can spend a lot of time talking. And so maybe that's just some good advice for you. Listen when it comes to these debates and, listen up. There might be an idea that someone else has um, that could really mean something to you. It could mean something about, it could be where this Ace of Swords comes from, from some sort of debate conversation. It could be with your family, like I said, spending time just really having deep conversations about, things that we're interested in and get other people's advice. But do take time to listen and see what you can learn also that gets you maybe closer to a decision that you're just kind of on the fence about. But most importantly here is your overall message is have faith in your dreams. That's a great message for anyone. So Gemini, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. If you're comfortable sharing, if something, really spoke to you through this reading, something that you're going through that, you kind of connected on, if you want to drop me a message down below, let me know what's going on. All of the Geminis can compare notes there, so that would be awesome. I do post weekly, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Also, I do readings every week, so if you like my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, but it'll help you find me next week. So thanks so much, Gemini, and we'll see you next time. Good luck with all of this. Bye-bye.